So some key considerations from all of this. Try to keep workshops small where possible, especially for things like power users, super users. But when it comes to user workshops, make sure they're not too long. So 1 hour, 90-minute sessions maximum keeps them engaged. Anything beyond that, we find that you lose users because you're trying to throw too much stuff at them, and they've already disengaged after maximum 90 minutes anyway. And also make sure you're focusing on quick wins. Using the technology is all about making your life easier. If you've made their day-to-day stuff harder, that's going to be tough to sell through any training. So as long as it's like, here's a great way of you being able to use this tech for your day-to-day job, which goes back to our point about customizing the training for what you want, building those quick wins into that session really will help resonate with the users. We did a session recently with a housing association, and as we were training their first group of users, it was like a pilot training session. As we started to train them, we realized that there were quite a few people in the room who were on the road quite a lot. So they'd step out of the office and they'd go to houses in the estate. And we were talking about this, and one of them turned around and went, well, could I do that if I was using that mobile app? And we said, well, what's your job? And they explained their job when they were on the road. And we said, absolutely. So what you need to do is go into the app, click that, do that, and submit that. There you go. You've just saved yourself coming back to the office to fill that in after the day. They hadn't realized they could do that. We then, after the pilot, integrated that capability into the next user training to make sure everybody knew about it. So it's that quick, agile update of the content that works really well. This is sometimes a conscious decision that you've got to make, but also not everybody likes the word mandatory, but sometimes mandatory training does pay dividends. If you do mandatory training, it's like that. Here's your new laptop. Here's your new this. Here's your new that. And it's kind of, we're giving you this new stuff, but you will have to attend it in order to get it. The word is somewhat challenging to sell, but in essence, what it means is if you do mandatory training as part of a rollout, and it covers the sort of core skills that everybody needs, at least you know everybody has had that training. Make sure you find a way to reinforce that though, long term, for people being onboarded later, new starters, all that kind of thing. So think about the tools, think about how you're going to integrate those tools with your business support, your business teams, your service desk. Measure the adoption. Make sure you're absolutely finding ways to measure adoption. Microsoft has got some adoption toolkits you can install into Power BI. I'm sure Cloud Direct can help you guys leverage that if you need to install it. And they have tools that will show you statistic improvement across the different tools as you start leveraging them. So Microsoft Teams, calling, SharePoint, and it actually has adoption statistics and percentages as you start to use data across those different tools. When it comes to digital, like I showed you earlier, don't just think about integrating, let's say, videos into one area. Think about learning management systems, skills programs, pathways, communication sites, interjected straight into Teams. There's many ways that you need to bring digital content into your equivalent of user training. And we can obviously give you more information on that should you want it.